It's been a really long time since I edited my very first film. It was a home movie that I made for my friend's high school French project. And I've come a long way, and it brings me great pleasure to know that you will probably never see that video. My name is Mandel Lum, and you're watching Behind the Scenes, a weekly internet series that brings you behind the scenes to show you how I make my films. My gateway to filmmaking was always editing. I love editing, and I love thinking about editing and philosophizing about it. For me, filmmaking and editing lies in that weird place between hobby and work and recreation. It just kind of worked out for me that way, even from the beginning. I just really enjoyed experimenting with this tool, iMovie. It didn't even have a number after that. It was just called iMovie. It had one track of video, 2 audio tracks, and a handful of cheap-looking transitions, and I didn't have a single clue as to how to use it. But in the end, I taught myself all the basics of a non-linear editor in high school. And at the time, I was also really into playing music and listening to electronica, so I started to develop a certain kind of style, one that was really musical and rhythmic. And that's influenced how I perceive editing. To me, in a really figurative sense, editing is a lot like teaching a video how to dance. Every video has a rhythm, and it's an editor's creative responsibility to let it come out while telling the main story. For instance, action films have a certain rhythm that's like a roller coaster. It speeds up when the action gets going and it slows down to create suspense. Well-edited comedies have a editing rhythm that keeps you laughing and then it lets you take a moment to breathe before you're laughing again. Of course, there's more to it, like pacing, eye trace, and all the creative stuff that you can do while editing a story. And all of the techniques and processes and technical speak too. But I feel like it's important to know that it's not just editing out the bad parts. It's editing together all the great ones and making them dance with each other. I recommend a fascinating book by Walter Murch, the editing genius behind Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. The book's called In the Blink of an Eye. It's a quick and informative philosophical read for anyone interested in the world of editing. Hey, thanks for watching Behind the Scenes. If you've got any questions you'd like me to answer, put them in the comments below and I'll totally answer them in a video. That's all. Thanks for joining us on our 5th episode of our series premiere week. Check back in Tuesdays for new episodes and subscribe to us right over here. See you next time.